What's up, guys? So I recently just moved into a new place. That's why I haven't been making any videos, because I've been working doubles, and so the nights that I have off I spent moving into my newer place. Basically I downsized into something cheaper and closer to work, and I've just been kind of feeling like things are pretty difficult, like regarding work and cutting weight and making YouTube videos. Like, I've just been feeling really low energy because I haven't been sleeping much at all, and I've been working a ton. And so in this video I just kind of wanted to talk about, I feel like it's supposed to be this hard, and this is why most people never make it, because they can't sustain this level of difficulty for long periods of time. And that's kind of where my mindset goes during times like this, because there's obviously ebbs and flows of when working this much feels easy and when it's super enjoyable, and then other times where it feels extremely difficult and I feel lethargic or tired or basically just sick of grinding. Regardless of that feeling, my output and behavior never changes, but the internal state during the activity can kind of change how I feel about it, if that makes sense. Like, you don't feel as motivated or driven. I honestly feel like a big part of it is just that I'm cutting weight, because my calories are a lot lower now, and it's kind of crazy to realize how much your food intake affects your mental and cognitive abilities, as well as your emotional state, and like how patient you can be or like impatient you can be, you know. I don't know if you guys ever seen those like Instagram memes of when you help your girl cut or whatever and she's acting all moody. That's a real thing, bro. Like, especially when you cut carbs lower. Not cut carbs completely like you're doing keto or something, but just cutting carbs lower than you're used to. You'll find yourself feeling way more low energy. But you get used to it after a week or two. I'm just acclimating. I don't know how to say that word. I'm just getting used to it right now. So it's a little bit rougher than I used to remember it being. Because my issue was always that I couldn't gain weight. So cutting weight was always it was easier for me than bulking was. Needless to say, my point is, I kind of just wanted to share my mindset and my perspective during these times, you know. And it's kind of why you have to have such anchoring reason to what you're doing. Because if you don't really want it, it'd be so easy for me to just give up, you know, and just be like, you know what, I'm just gonna take some time off or lower my hours or whatever. But it's like, when I initially asked to work this many hours, I knew there'd be days where I'm tired, and I knew there'd be days I don't want to go to work, right? It's not like you have a never-ending source of motivation to where you always feel like doing what you're supposed to do. At least that's not the case for me, you know. I definitely feel most of the time highly driven and achievement-oriented, but that doesn't mean I feel like doing what I'm supposed to. It just means that I want to achieve things and accomplish things, which aren't the same. Like, because one is temperamental and the other is emotional states. So temperamentally, I'm driven to be a high consciousness person, which means I like to work a lot, and I like to work a lot of hours, and I like to work hard because I want to beat other people, and I'm extremely competitive, and I want to win. But regarding emotional states, that's all affected by your environment, who you're around, your energy levels, your caloric intake, your sleep, your mental health, right? Like, all those are involved in that. I'm just yapping, guys. I know I'm not saying anything, but I just wanted to start making videos again, because I had some good momentum going there for a little while. Moving just took pretty much all my time from me. The 3 nights a week that I don't work, I used to move as quick as I could. So it took me like 3 days, but it's spread across, because I have a night off, work a double, and have a night off, you know. the days that I wasn't moving, I would be working the whole day, and then the days that I had off in the nighttime, I was using to move as quick as I could. And I just had a friend help me, so we used his dad's truck, and then the other time we used his uncle's truck to just move my bigger stuff. Luckily, I didn't have a whole lot of things, but it was still just kind of a pain in the ass, man. Moving is always annoying. I'm not sure why people like to move so much, but I grew up moving all the time. Like, I think I went to 9 different schools in total, not including alternative, which would make 10. But like, moving is such a headache, man. I get it, like, wanting to change your environment, be around new people, I totally understand that, and I'm not against that whatsoever. But when you kind of grew up in that instability of never having the same environment, not ever being around the same people for long periods of time, not, being in consistent schooling or jobs or workplaces, whatever it is, and then you finally get to a point where it's like you feel settled for a few years or two, like, it's nice to just sit there and, not have to move all the time. But anyways, needless to say, I had a year lease and it ended, so I moved to a different place. It's a lot cheaper, so I'm excited for that. It's definitely in a lower income area for sure, but it's fine. I'm a bigger guy and I know how to handle myself, so no one really bother me much. I'm not saying I'm a tough guy, I'm just saying, like, I don't bother people, so no one really bothers me. But yeah, man, I'm kind of at that point where it's like I'm 22, I turn 23 next year, January, and I just feel like an overwhelming sense of drive, and I just want to achieve, and I really want to be somebody, and I don't know, I'm just willing to work as much as it takes to get there. The only thing about being this way is, like, there's not that many people like this, it's kind of a lonelier thing. Like, no one really relates to it, like, even my friends, I only really have one friend, but like, even him, he works a little bit more than most people, but most people just want balance, like, they want to work 50, 60 hours and then watch some sports, hang out with their family, eat some food. There's nothing wrong with that at all. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. But for me, I'd rather maximize my potential and my output and, like, sacrifice sports and all those things in order to work more and get closer to my goals. But anyways, I've just been ranting here and yapping for real. But I would like to start making more value-driven posts about fitness and my journey and how I accomplished going from skinny to, muscular, so that you guys can actually get some real value out of my videos instead of me just yapping. And I have considered also posting maybe once or twice a week on YouTube and have my main source of content be on Instagram. That way I can put more effort into these videos instead of just doing them while I drive. But they'll also be a lot more value driven and informative. So if any of you watch this have made it this far and you hear that thought, if you hear that, give me your opinions on, like, what you think about it. If you think that'd be better, or if you'd like to see that kind of content shift from me. I don't know what the title is, but anyways, I hope you guys have been doing good and working hard. And I'll make another video like this tomorrow. Hopefully it's better and have a little more energy. But got a full